Mabuhay! Bright day, everyone, and we are the Group 3. So, today, we will be presenting about globalization and we will dive into how the world is interconnected economically, politically, culturally, and socially. So, but first, let us define what is globalization. So, globalization is a force that links us all together. So, sometimes in obvious ways, and other times we barely notice it. So, to illustrate this, we will be looking into two different countries, which is the Switzerland and Nigeria. So first, let us tackle about Switzerland. So Switzerland is a wealthy, neutral nation and a global hub for finance. On the other hand, we have Nigeria. So it is the Africa's largest economy, rich in resources, but still navigating its path as a developing nation. So our goal today is to compare how globalization impacts these two very different countries. So we will be exploring their challenges and opportunity that they face in this interconnected world. So I will be passing the discussion into our next presenter. I hope you listen.
When we talk about economic strength and quality of life, Switzerland is the name that always comes up. This nation isn't just a scenic spot, it's a financial and industrial juggernaut built on strong foundation. The Swiss economy is incredibly stable and high-performing, giving it in one of the highest GDPs in the world. This wealth isn't accidental, it's rooted in a few incredibly strong industries. In terms of finance and banking, Switzerland is simply put a global capital for money. Its banking sectors is sophisticated, reliable, and world-leading, and for pharmaceuticals, they are an absolute giant in medicines. Swiss companies are responsible for developing and producing essential life-saving drugs that benefits people globally. Punching above their weight in exports, Switzerland's prosperity is very much tied to what they sell to the world. They perfected the art of high-value export, the finest watch that define luxury and precision. The world-famous chocolates we all enjoy, crucially, medicines that drive globally health. In short, Switzerland is a model of economic success, balancing stable governance with powerful high-tech industries.
Nigeria's economy relies heavily on oil exports because crude oil is its main source of government revenue and foreign exchange, overshadowing other sectors like agriculture and manufacturing. This dependence stems from decades of policy focused on oil since 1970s, which led to neglect of economic diversification. Globalization brings investment to Nigeria by attracting foreign capital and technology, but it also creates dependence on global markets and multinational corporations. Nigeria struggles with poverty and unemployment due to over-reliance in oil, weak diversification, poor infrastructure, corruption, and limited access to quality education and jobs.
Switzerland's governance model is characterized by its neutrality, democratic principles, and transparent decision-making processes, allowing it to actively participate in international organizations such as the UN, WTO, and WHO. Through globalization, Switzerland's diplomatic efforts are strengthened, fostering cooperation and collaboration with other nations to address global challenges.
Nigeria's governance faces many problems such as corruption, weak institutions, insecurity from terrorism and banditry, electoral malpractice, and poor public services. Corruption drains public funds, weak institutions fail to enforce laws, and insecurity disrupts daily life and development. These issues weaken democracy and reduce people's trust in government. However, globalization has influenced change by exposing Nigeria to international standards of governance, democracy, and accountability. Through trade, technology, and cooperation with global organizations, Nigeria is pressured to fight corruption, strengthen institutions, and adopt reforms that improve transparency and service delivery.
Bright morning, everyone. I am Merero Spirulino and I will be discussing the culture of two different countries, which is the Switzerland and the Nigeria. For the Switzerland, they have a multilingual, preserves traditions, and also benefits from tourism. And for the Nigeria, they have a Nollywood, Afrobeat music, and global cultural impact. Both experience cultural exchange, but Nigeria risks losing tradition. And that's all. Thank you.
Switzerland's neutrality and safety make it a trusted hub for peace talks, showing how globalization strengthens its role in international cooperation and diplomacy. In contrast, Nigeria's internal conflicts like Boko Haram and ethnic clashes highlight how globalization fosters partnerships in aid and counterterrorism to address shared security threats.
Good day, everyone. My name is Rubini Damandihar, and for our conclusion of the comparison of the one developed country, which is the Switzerland, and the developing country, which is the Nigeria. So Switzerland benefits more on their stable economy, governance, and peace, while in Nigeria they gains opportunities but struggles with inequality and instability. Globalization is a double-edged sword, helpful to both nations, but its effects depend on a country's level of development. And that's all for today. Thank you.